Hello students, in the last video we discussed about the new chapter about the heat, and in that we have seen about the latent heat. Let us see the explanation for that latent heat. Yesterday we discussed about one activity where ice cubes are heated, and till all the ice cube melts the temperature remains constant. On further heating, when the we can say this liquid starts boiling, till all the liquid boils the temperature remains constant. So we have seen that when all the solid converts into liquid the temperature remains constant. When all the liquid goes into we can say gaseous state the temperature remains constant. So the latent heat means the amount of heat absorbed at constant temperature when solid or any substance we can say the change any substance changes its state. The amount of heat absorbed at constant temperature when the state of the matter changes, then that heat is called as a latent heat. When we say about the fusion, then we have to see solid to liquid. So we can define like this: the amount of heat absorbed at constant temperature when the solid is converted into liquid state. Then whatever heat absorbed, that is called the latent heat of fusion. If you want to define latent heat of vaporization, then same way you can define like this: the amount of heat absorbed at constant temperature when the liquid substance changes into gaseous substance, then that heat is called absorbed is called as a latent heat of vaporization. So see how this we can say that it is shown by the graph one. In the graph we have seen that the line AB, doing the line AB there at point A, the solid substance starts we can say the converting into liquid state. So the temperature at which the solid converts into liquid, that temperature is called melting point of that substance. So yesterday we have seen the activity where ice starts melting at 0 degree Celsius, which is shown by point A. From there till the point B all the ice melts. So point A where the we can say that the ice starts melting, it is called as a melting point of ice, and it was 0 degree Celsius. So you can say the melting point of ice is the 0 degree Celsius. Then we have seen that the BC is there, that is a line shown by that graph where the mixture of the ice and water gets heated, and slowly the temperature of that mixture increases. When the liquid water starts boiling, that point was shown by point C. So we can say the temperature at which the liquid starts converting into we can say that the gaseous state, or we can say when liquid starts boiling, that temperature is called as a boiling point. So it is shown in the graph by point C, and at 100 degrees Celsius the water starts boiling. It means the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So we define now in the specific latent heat of fusion and specific latent heat of vaporization. When we say specific, means we are considering the unit mass of the substance. So we can say the amount of heat absorbed at constant temperature when unit mass of solid is converted into liquid state, then the whatever heat absorbed is called as a specific latent heat of fusion. And if you want to write of course vaporization, same definition, only minor change is there. The amount of heat absorbed when at constant temperature when the liquid substance starts boiling, or we can say converts into vapor, then whatever heat absorbed is called as a specific latent heat of vaporization. Now let us start the new topic, that is the regelation. You might have enjoyed the eating that ice balls. You might have seen that a person is taking the ice and then it is converted into small pieces. That is on rubbing on the, that we can say that hand machine, it converts into, we can say, small pieces. That is called the shredded ice. So this shredded ice, when pressurized one, then it form the ice ball. So actually what happens here, the small particles of ice are there, they are pressed, means on that pressure is applied. So on applying pressure, the, we can say, melting point, or even we can say melting point of the ice decrease one, and then afterwards whatever that ice cubes are there, they converts into liquid states. When you relieve the pressure, that time that liquid is there, here what happened, the melting point increase one, and so there is a, we can say, a ice ball is formed. So we'll perform an activity, there we'll understand how this is happen. So we have to take one ice slab, and we have to keep the we have to take one thread, and both the ends of the threads are tied with the, we can say, different weights, and that thread is kept on the ice slab. Slowly what happen, the ice slabs is coming, this thread comes down. When it comes down, it comes at the other end of the, we can say, ice slab. You will find out that the ice slab is remain as it is, we can say that it not broken one, or not converts into small piece, even it is, we can say, as it is one. How does it happen? It happen because when the pressure is applied on the ice, the melting point of the ice decrease, and so the ice is converted into liquid. As soon as the pressure decrease, release one, that time again the whatever ice was there, it is again converted, whatever water was there, which is again converted into ice, and again it rejoins both the pieces of the, we can say, ice. In the same way, so we can say here, the when the pressure is applied to the any, we can say that the solid one, then its melting point decreases. Hence the regelation means it is a phenomenon in which the ice converts into liquid due to applied pressure, and again they reconverts into ice once the pressure is removed. That process, that phenomenon is called as a regelation. So students, see the video again and complete the homework which is given on the screen. Okay, thank you.